I'm not feeling well this morning. I was hoping that this was going to get better, but it's clearly just, that was the start of it. Yeah, I've got a banging headache. I had that all through the night. I've just taken some paracetamol and just having a coffee, banana, just try and boost my energy a bit. But sorry if you can't hear me properly. As I say, my voice is, my throat is like razor blades. I'm in catch-22 this morning because I know yesterday I was struggling with this cold, but I started running and managed to get through it. But then I wasn't as bad as I am today. And this morning, when I run out of Perth, there isn't a next town for a little way off. And so I don't know whether to get a train to the next town and then go from there. Just give me time to recover a bit. That would, I suppose, give me a chance to boost up my power banks, but I don't really want to get public transport because the whole point of this was to get from A to B all the way through. Sorry if I'm being a bit low this morning, just I'm not feeling great. Probably didn't help that I was on the woodlands where I'm pitched up. I tried to look for the flattest part, and I am, to be fair, I am on the flattest part. Cleared all the leaves from underneath, but it's still on a slight decline. So last night I was just rolling to the side of the tent. It was fine, but yeah, probably didn't help the blood flow to my head, knowing that I was slightly downhill. Everything was a bit damp this morning as well. This tent's held up really well, and you're going to get condensation on any tent, but I was nice and warm. It's just this morning everything's a little bit damp, so just hanging up my quilt. But at least it's at ultra lightweight material, so it dries in next to no time. So yeah, what to do today? I am actually a day ahead. When I was with Dylan, actually managed to push forward and gain a day. So I have got a contingency day. Where the reason we've done it is because that gives me four basically 40 days to shorten the distance or rest up, or full day off. The only trouble is I don't really want to spend any time off or resting in this location. It's not the ideal place. But I've got to keep staying positive. Remember why I'm doing it. This will pass. And yeah. Oh, and it's the anniversary today. So what's the time? So in about half hour, it's 7:30 at the moment. In about half hour is when, or we was actually travelling up to John Great's now. And I started dead on 8 o'clock on Friday. So I've been running a week, and yeah, since I've been running that week, I've raised loads of money, hopefully loads of awareness. I met some great people, and it's mad to think that I started in John O'Groats and now I'm down closer, a lot closer to Edinburgh than I ever was. So yeah, I've only got another, what's the day today? So it'll be day 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only got another 5 days left to cover Scotland. So it takes 12 days to, well, what I'm doing, it takes 12 days to run Scotland. So yeah, another 5 days and I'll be at the Scotland and England border, which will be crazy because in 5 days that'll be the end of stage 1. And then I think I've got either 10 or 11 days all in the middle part of the UK, like England, down to Bristol. Then Bristol is stage 3 on to Land's End. So, yeah. Anyway, you've heard me rambling on enough. I'm going to finish this. So I finally got on the move. Just coming out to the last bit of Perth. Just trying to clear my head. The only trouble is, the pack feels 3 times heavier. And when I'm running, my head's just ricocheting. So hopefully them painkillers are kicking soon. But yeah, at least the sun's out. Sun's out and I've got a cold. What's all that about? Yeah, head down today. See how far I get. Just been running past a nice little village, and some lovely people come out of a fish and chip shop and offer me a cup of tea and fill my water up, which is really kind of them. You never get fish and chip shops opening until about 6 o'clock in the evening round our way, but they obviously love it around here. Yeah, I'm just coming into I can't be bothered to get my phone out, so I don't know where I am. But coming into another little town. Just, I put my camera away so it was raining, so I didn't want it to get wet. But I was running past loads of fields, and yeah, there's loads of horses in there. And there was a massive horse, but I was calling him. He was tone deaf. All the other ones could hear, but yeah, no. I had selective hearing, I think. It's a bit like us, really. We only want to hear what we want to hear, but yeah, just completely blanked me. But hey, I better get my phone out now, see where I am. At least the lockets are working for a bit. People are so lovely. It's like, if ever you have doubts that the country's falling apart because of generosity of people, that's a load of rubbish, because ladies just run out from a shop that does rolls and bits. Look at that. Just filled up a roll with chicken tikka, salad, beetroot, and also donated. Yeah, it's well needed. And again, it wasn't appropriate to do an advert with her, interview with her, because there was customers in the shop, but all she said to me was PTSD is close to her. And that's the running theme. The amount of, if ever you had doubt of how many people are suffering or have experience of PTSD, do something like this, because it's everywhere. So we just got to remember that the people around us, the people that we think we know, probably even sitting next to at work, just check in with them, get a conversation going. You never know, that conversation could be a lifesaver for them. Yeah, I'm going to tuck into this. Running through this little town, lovely police officer just had a chat with me, was interested to know what I was doing, and then it's the first time that I've ever had my details taken down, in a good way I suppose. But yeah, what he done is he took all my details down, because he's going to put a call out from here all the way through to like down Edinburgh way. He said that way, if there's any problems or that happens, they know that what I'm doing. So yeah, that's nice for him, a little bit of added security. But yeah, it just shows you that little above and beyond as well. Mind you, it'll probably run me through the system and there'll be blue lights chasing me in a minute. But that's the bad me. Them days are gone. So, just walking down this, I feel a bit of a fraud at the moment, because I've got this nice downhill. Don't know whether you can tell how much of a slope that is down. I'm just using it as a bit of a downhill breather. Oh look, that's the thing, got a Wetherspoons right in front of me. What's all that about? Do I stop and have a cheeky drink? Keep myself going? Let's see. So, a bit different from the little coffee shops and villages that I've been passing. Couldn't pass the Wetherspoons and not go in. But yeah, couldn't stomach a beer, so I've got a nice coffee. I've only been in here a couple of minutes, and an ex-veteran's come over to me and had a chat and said he's going to follow and donate to the charity, so that's great. Surprisingly how many people are in here actually, drinking alcohol as well. Who thought in the Wetherspoons drinking alcohol? Yeah, I'm going to have a nice coffee, have a look on the map, and I think I'm getting closer. Tomorrow I should be, once I've covered a few more miles today, then tomorrow I should be on my way and I go past Edinburgh. So yeah, that's crazy to think. Only a week ago I was getting out of the car at John O'Groats. Yeah, getting there. Slowly but steady. This cold can do one though, it's doing my head in. I had to go into public toilets and get loads of tissues, because my nose is sore where I keep just wiping it and stuff. But I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's not the most pleasant thing. One thing I did think of, and doing the time of reflecting, was, especially while it was raining, my PTSD, even though it was linked with the military and other bits, the complex part is because it's come out that it was when I was younger, and didn't even realise how much it affected me. But being dyslexic and being at school back then, I mean, I left school at 13 13, 14. But yeah, it wasn't understood, and I remember not being able to read anything that was like being taught in the classrooms, not being able to write anything. I couldn't read or write properly until I was about, I think it was about 11, 10. But I use that loosely, so I can't really read or write now. But yeah, I didn't realise how much it affected me until I've been doing my last lot of therapy. And it's just that, I suppose that's where that PTSD comes in. It can be the little things that come back and bite you for the rest of your life. But I suppose that's just where the reinforcing of not always feeling that I'm good enough and that I'm rubbish and stupid. Because back then, if you couldn't, I suppose the same as now, but more so when I was at school, if you couldn't read or write, you was just outcast. The teachers didn't help you, no one helped you, no one recognised it. And it's just it was a lonely place to grow up, really. Yeah, I remember, and this is how crazy it is, I remember being in my bedroom as a kid and just getting books off my mum's shelf. They was well above my grade, but yeah, getting books and just pretending to read them. Mate, all the best. Cheers, matey. What was your name?
Kev Glass.
Kev Glass.
Dave King.
Yeah.
Take care, Dave.
Look after yourself, mate, and you. So that was our veteran, lovely bloke. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I remember getting a book off my mum's like reading shelf, and I remember going up into the room, and in the evenings I used to stare at the pages and moving my head from left to right, pretending that I'm reading a book just to make me feel clever, which is bizarre. And I used to be there for hours, just staring at these jumbled up letters. But that was no one else watching me. That was just to satisfy myself, to pretend that I could read. And I remember getting a piece of paper. I had like an old scrapbook, and I remember just doing all these squiggles and loops and peaks and troughs, and it was all in one continuous line, and then it would have a bit of a break, and then one continuous line bit, and that was my version of making it feel like I could write and join up and do stuff. And there was pages of this scribble. But yeah, it's weird how you think of stuff like that. And now I just think it's really sad how isolating that was. But yeah, it's all part of feeding in. So I suppose my message there is, if you've got a child, if you've got a brother, sister, family member, friend that's dyslexic and struggling, just reinforce it's okay. They're not stupid. That yeah, they might have a bit more struggles with things, but there's ways around stuff. Especially now technology. I use like Siri to spell all my words on my iPhone, and I use, especially with AI now, it's a game changer for me at work. But yeah, it's all the little things, isn't it? It's the little things that you don't think about that shape how we are. But saying that, I believe if I didn't have them struggles, then maybe I wouldn't be the person I am today. Maybe I wouldn't be doing this. So yeah, just a bit of food for thought, really.